What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another new video of Film Sprinter. In today's video, we're going to talk about the wildest RuPaul's Drag Race challenges. But before we begin, make sure you hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. So without any further ado, let's jump straight into our video. Number 6. Hamburger Marys. The final All-Star 1 challenge was focused on the actual reasons for being a drag queen. However, it was also focused on saving as much money as possible. Many queens all around the world earn money by hosting nights at a bar. And for this challenge, the queens were also asked to do exactly the same thing at Hamburger Marys. To start the show, the queens were navigated across Los Angeles by the creators of the show. There was no specific reason, but it was extremely annoying as they were driving extremely late. After a nervous group interview, the queens made their arrival at Hamburger Marys, where they were asked to perform a comedy performance inside the bar. Well, Juju and Raven were quite crazy, but the lookout of RuPaul, Michelle, and Santino sitting in a run-of-the-mill LA bar is hard to add up. In fact, the queens also had to sell and grab a bite of the eponymous hamburger on stage. Number 5. WTF, Wrestling Trashes Fighters. Drag is not a contact sport, but in Season 4 Wrestling Challenge, the queens were allowed to fight with each other on the ground. The queens were divided into teams and were asked to build a wrestling storyline and choreography to enact in front of a studio audience. The result turned out to be crazy, messy, and definitely a health and safety nightmare for the queens. Each group was assigned 2 queens performing the roles of good girls and 2 performing the jobs of villains. After being wrapped in terrible black and green spandex, Latrice Royale and Kenya Michaels snatched the shows as the bitter baddies. Kenya plunged and squawked like a hungry animal, while Latrice pushed and whacked the contest. Latrice then picked Kenya up and tossed her at LaShawn Beyond. The good thing was no queen got injured during the whole incident. But the sad thing that fans felt was that they will not see a WTF sequel again in the future. Number 4. Warhol Ball. To compete in this challenge, the All-Star 3 queens were asked to create 2 different looks. One of those looks was a beautiful outfit, however the second one was a huge branded soup can. The branding challenges normally give the queens a lot of space to portray themselves, but how starry can someone truly make a soup can? Well, Trixie's Pep or Abysmal Soup was pretty funny, and Shangela's caffeinated Halle Loops was also quite cheerful, but at the end, fans saw drag queens wearing soup cans. Number 3. The Underwater Photoshoot. Drag Race starts off its every season with a quick blast, and this time everything started up in the same manner. The Season 5 premiere started up with one of the most popular mini challenges in Drag Race history, which was the Underwater Photoshoot. In this challenge, the queens were asked to bounce while being fully clothed and into a massive tank of water to take some cool photographs. The result came out to be hilarious, as in the picture, Jade Jolie looks like a chipmunk, Serena Cha-Cha exposed her whole seafood platter, and Alaska almost perished in her own wig. Number 2. The Rocky Mountain Photoshoot. In an effort to increase the stakes for the show's first Canadian season, the creators decided to set a northern spin on the classic photoshoot challenge. In previous times, the queens have already taken snapshots underwater, jumped off edges, and on trampolines. But for Canada's Drag Race, the candidates were asked to climb a mountain. Well, the surprising thing was that it was not a real mountain, but it was still a dangerous outlet. Things started to get more crazier when the judge switched on a massive fan where some fake snow was rushed into the queens' faces. Their eyelashes were snatched and hats were captured flying away. Ilona Furley's artificial septum ring also got pulled out of her nose. But the most iconic thing which happened was Jimbo's shoot, where she was seen screaming in panic at the nightmarish fan. Number 1. Dilfs on the Runway. This is another crazy challenge from episode 10 of season 4. The queens had to make over a Dilf, in short, an attractive father to become their drag sister. The only shocking element was that they both had to be pregnant. Queens and their partners were wrapped in a full-to-toe drag along with a fake baby bump. When Latrice Royale reached the bottom spots alongside Kenya Michaels, the 2 queens were asked to lip-sync to Aretha Franklin's A Natural Woman. In a surprising heartbreaking moment, Latrice Royale remained to be in a single place while illustrating the emotions of the song as she grabbed her unborn child. Alright, that's it for today. We will see you in our next video. Thank you for watching.